So, hi, my name's Sean. I came here because I was interested in Iboga and how it could help me and how it could maybe help humanity if it was interesting to me. It was a very rough, grueling experience with a lot of suffering. And I saw a lot of events from my life and could relive them. I don't know if I've made peace with them yet. I'll probably know later if those things come up again. Some things I didn't know came up that I had completely didn't even remember, which was very surprising. I didn't even know they were there. And I had an amazing experience. Physically, I felt very sick, very ill, very suppressed in my system, which is what it does. And I guess you just see life, everything. You see suffering, you see amazing things, you see wonderful things, or I did. And
what did you see?
oh, I saw many things. Sometimes I would see frightening things like animals and different things that I didn't think meant much, so I try to come back again. But I saw my brother with my mother when he was a little boy, giving her an envelope. And I really don't know what it means, but somehow I realized, even though it wouldn't make sense to anyone else, that was my brother's problem with my mother. He never liked my mother. And I wasn't thinking about this at all. And I suddenly saw that and I realized something about why my brother didn't like my mother all his life, which was pretty intense. But it's not something I thought of since then. Saw a lot of things with my sister. Saw another friend of mine who became very messed up on drugs and became very depressed that none of us could help. And I saw him come down a corridor, go into a room, build a cage that he welded himself, a blue cage that he actually was making in front of me like this, climb into the cage, close the door, take the key and throw the key outside of the cage and turn in the corner and look that way. And I knew that there's nothing any one of us could do to help him because we've all tried to get through to him and everybody's sick of it now. So that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of things. Could go on for ages. I saw beautiful things. I went outside, I saw the earth and the sun, and then, like you told us at the beginning, you can control it. So I tried to control it a bit, and it was pretty cool because then I didn't see the sun from the earth. I actually saw the sun there and the earth there like I was somewhere else in a view, and then all the stars and galaxies became so much that they were like snow, flying around like snow. There was just so many that it was just wow, because if I thought about the galaxy, I thought of it as kind of quiet and spaced and spread out, but it was so
moving.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. That was really amazing. It was really wonderful. And then down here I had most of those visions. And then but I also felt very ill a lot of the time when I would come back to my body, but the stuff in my stomach felt heavy. And my stomach was making a lot of noise. I had air, I think wind in it, it's like grinding. And I had a bit of a head. I felt my brain connect up. It felt very powerful, like both sides just went like a lot of energy connecting together, like wow, my brain is frying or something. And then, I mean, to get a bit deeper with it, I felt like the right side of my brain was where I was going for visions and they were coming through, and the left side of the brain was where all the information was, and it was putting this information together. And even within the Iboga experience, I was asking myself about the visions coming from the right. Well, is that me? Is that me putting those stories up there? Because I'm creating these from my subconscious, from my mind, so they're just pictures that I'm putting up there for me to see with the information from the left, from the database.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe the right side of your brain is imagination, and imagination is everything. So perhaps that's even leads to God. as creation. Something's been created, and all creation's coming from that side.
We are
And
creators.
yeah, we are creators, and creation
Yeah.
was occurring, whether it was through me or some other medium. But yeah, so it was pretty amazing. Then when I went upstairs, it was much more difficult because I was so tired. I remember when I would hear Henry coming around with the bowls, I'd be going, no! I'd hear his feet coming close, I was like, no! And I thought everybody was feeling like that, and they're like, no, and I was like, oh! Oh, and it's funny because I was such a hero at the beginning because I stood over here and I said, oh, it tastes pretty okay actually. I thought it tasted, and you were like, you wait, it gets better. And then when I went upstairs and laid down, the rest of the time was not pleasant. Just, I really needed to sleep and it was too rough and there were lots of rush imaging and I just felt like I really suffered a lot. But I kept thinking of the card that I had at the beginning, which was patience. Yeah, it's a really good thing to do, the card, I think.
Yeah.
It gave me something. And I just kept thinking patience, 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 patience.
So, wow.
So I could go on, but I'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
Amazing
you.
experience.
Your
One of the,
contribution.
I think one of the most difficult things I've done in my life, but usually the most difficult things you do in your life are often the best.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.